where it's at.
Hi, Facebook.
Hi, Facebook.
What's up, world?
Hi, Facebook.
It's Goldberg and the BarRated crew and the professors of sweet, sweet music, Earl and Jer. And Jeremy right here backwards.
I farted in the corner over here just so everybody
We've
knows.
got two views of this going on. You can also go on the BarRated Trivia Facebook page. Hi, everybody. See, yeah. Wow. Oh man, you're going to make everything go crazy. You're
that's
going to
weird.
destroy the universe.
Nice.
Guys watching, everyone say hi, guys.
Hi, Guy Newman.
Yo, what's up, guy?
So what we're doing is sort of a pre-Hartford rib-off kind of get-together before the big Brewfest on Friday, where the professors of Sweet Sweet Music, who, if you listen to our podcast and anything, you've heard their song Tidal Wave and Better, and we've been talking them up so much, and they play at Republic at the Linden all the time, where we do our Monday games. So yeah, we got Earl and Jeremy down here with us, and we are... we're going to be on Facebook Live, so people say they want to see more videos. So we're here in our studio, one of the last times that we'll be doing recordings.
After this is going to be the last time.
They're closing this out. We're shutting down afterwards. No, because we're going to have our new recording space. It's going to be awesome. But guys wanted to come down, and we're going to record some tracks and kind of learn a little bit about the band and where they came from. And again, the main reason is this Friday, and you could win tickets, by the way, by listening to podcast number 89. This Friday at Riverside Park in downtown Hartford, the 10th annual Hartford Rib-Off. Huge charity event, 2 days. I mean, if you don't win tickets and you just buy them for 2 days, it's literally $70 for all you can eat, all you can drink, and then just Uber in and out, just because you're not going to want to either so much meat.
Riverside Park.
Well, I get, Friday night, because you stayed there all night, because everybody's out there smoking their meats all night.
True.
So it is kind of safe.
Yeah. I'm taking a tent.
It'll be warm.
Yeah, I'll bring my kayak. I know that.
Yeah.
For Saturday, I'm gonna go hit up the river a bit. But yeah, what you're gonna see, I guess, right now is us recording from multiple angles. Maybe we could go camera 1, camera 2 later on. But Brett's here, Darren's here from some of our hosts. But yeah, we've got Jeremy and Earl, and I'm excited.
Hi.
Hey,
You guys do that? Yeah? All right.
This is
Friday
awesome.
night we got full band rock on mode. So at the rib-off kickoff party, it's
That's
going to
right.
be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Our friends Portrait Party are going to come play as well. They're going to be on at 6. We're going to come around 7.
And then you guys are playing at Arch Street the night after
We're playing
also.
Arch
So,
Street the next night.
yeah, you
Yep.
could go to the Rib-Off if you missed them on Friday. Go to Arch Street Tavern and go in and check them out too.
Yeah.
So we're going to do our show. Jill's going to film this, and we've got some songs for you guys. And, feel free to comment. Let us know what you guys think and share this. And we're going to do our thing, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Do it.
You can tag Jane Macy Painter on Facebook. Say your husband is sexy.
No one needs to hear that, but
I
okay.
try that all the time. It doesn't work.
But we'll see this time. We got plenty of viewers. All right, as we promised, this is episode 90 of the BarRated podcast right here on BarRated Radio, a Clovercrest Media production, and it is Goldberg. Jill's here in studio. Brett Barry's here. Darren as well. Some of our other hosts and managers here at BarRated, and we are super excited to have. It's been a while since we've had a band in here, but we have the band that you play them enough, they show up. I think that's
Yeah.
We've
We
got-
couldn't say no.
Yeah, we've
We'd
got
have been super assholes. Yeah.
We've got Jeremy and Earl from the Professors of Sweet Sweet Music here live in studio. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking your time to come out and come to us here and play.
Holy cow. Yeah, thanks for having us in this awesome room. This is so cool.
My basement unit?
Yeah, yes. Room, with many
It's
different
way better
definitions.
than most basements he's been in.
It's my ultra man cave, I guess.
It's awesome.
But yeah, it's exciting to have you here, and especially because we're not going to be here much longer, so we can kind of close this out with a fun performance. This is prior to us hanging out Friday at the Hartford Rib-Off. You listening to this now, this is already past. And I hope that you had fun.
It was amazing.
It wasn't it great, guys? You were
was
awesome.
the best.
That song you played, man, it brought me to tears. But the weather is looking good, and we're really excited to be hanging out with you guys down there, and then listening to this after. And everybody could go and find you. If they did see you at the Hartford Rib-Off, now you're hearing you here, and then we'll go out and we'll talk about your upcoming gigs in the future. But we're going to have you play some songs for us today. But I have some questions for you, of course. We have to find out a little bit more about the possum. Not possum like the marsupial that lives in North America, which, are, by the way, are a very, very needed animal in here. Dude, possums eat ticks. We're talking about the possum, the animal. They eat ticks. They are not rabid.
So stop running them over, and don't run these guys over.
Yeah, don't kill possums. They are very needed. But no, possum, this is POSSM.
Right.
You are
right.
not marsupials. You don't have pouches.
Not that we know of.
Jer's working on
Yeah.
it.
On many things, but not that.
But you do you do play music very well, and you are teachers, which I think Jill can attest to this. I realized last night. I go,
There it is.
she said you're teachers, and I go, oh, professors of sweet music.
yeah.
Now I get it.
This whole thing was a joke. Yeah, Craig is also a teacher. I teach. I teach at E.O. Smith High School. Jeremy was a former
Yeah.
student of mine,
Yeah.
and now we have.
Yeah.
This
This was like-
all together. We play music.
This is like the biggest practical joke, I think, or longest running practical joke of all time, I
100%.
feel like.
Well, that's the best ways to work out. This whole trivia thing was just a BS thing for me. I look at this now.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's something to show for it after, quite a while of playing together. But yeah, he doesn't even remember me when I was a student of his, so I guess this is my way of getting back at him.
Well, look at that time
You
flies.
really stood out. Didn't
You didn't have that. You didn't have that sexy beard or any of that
No.
stuff going.
No, in fact, I had an afro, and yeah.
This is the longest I've ever seen your hair since we
Sit-
met a year
yeah,
ago. Yeah.
I've gone through the stages, the man bun.
Yeah, he had a big man bun.
Yeah, directly correlated to my depression, but no. No.
Well, it seems to be doing well.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So when exactly did you've known each other for a while, but when did you guys as a band form?
Yeah.
Yeah,
On the
go
count
ahead,
of
Jeremy.
3. Oh no,
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 2011. I'm gonna
Last
say
year.
okay.
Last night.
Yeah. No, I think if you were to ask me, I would say Earl asked me, as well as one of my best friends at the time, right after I graduated in 2011. He said, I'm teaching a teacher at school how to play guitar and be cool.
Did it
And
work?
yeah, and it
Hard
doesn't,
work.
no attachments. Just come over and let's jam out. And so I was never in a band up until that point in my life, and I wanted a reason to put my skills to the test. So I started gigging with it, not gigging, but playing in the basement and jamming around. And he was already like 3 or 4 original songs in, and he had just picked up the guitar, and I was impressed. And I was like, all right, well, there might be something there. So.
There's not.
There's no, yeah.
All these years later, we only have these 3 songs.
At least he had a day job to fall back on. But that was when we first started, and that's when I guess I started, and not taking it seriously, but realizing this could be a thing. It was, and a
That's
good
yet to
outlet.
happen, I think,
Yeah.
which is probably the key to our success, is we
Yeah.
haven't taken anything seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's
thought the
music,
band-
isn't that the fun of
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
yeah.
When you start thinking about what other people think or caring about all that, and it's
Yeah.
not fun, then it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we started playing out around 2013 and begging people to
Yeah.
let us play, and people came, and
Yeah.
it just sort of kept coming. And
That's right.
We wrote originals, and sort of just.
There must have been, there's a countless amount of versions of the band with, and it's funny when people go on, because people do this. They'll go on, like, YouTube and see us and be like, oh, maybe we'll book them now. And there's, like, 4 other people who are in the band that aren't there anymore, and they're like, you guys look a little different, but that's okay. It's
should
like,
probably delete those
yeah, we
videos
should,
from
well,
Dave's
I mean,
basement.
if we
Yeah.
cared or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But yeah.
The songs are still songs, though.
They're
and
still-
you're playing them.
There's still some, yeah.
Screw those guys. We got to make some money.
I just thought it would be funny if people had to say like the words "professors of sweet, sweet music" out loud.
I think the only
But
person
that's
who
where
laughs
it
is
just
you.
was a funny name.
Stupid. And I didn't even think about the fact that it's short and opossum, and that just sort of is now the thing. But
Yeah.
I loved your St. Patty's Day shirts, the opossum
The
shirts.
opossums,
I want one
yeah.
of those. Do you have any more like hanging around?
yeah, I think we got some at home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I don't know if that was a Tony Coos or me and Tony.
It had to have been Tony. He was
Was
a
it
good-
a possum like wearing a graduation hat or something?
Oh no!
It just says opossum.
It just said
Opossum.
opossum.
Yeah.
It's a
All
green
green.
shirt, white lettering.
Yeah.
They were
Oh,
super
that
cute.
was- that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll take
Yep.
that.
A bunch
We
of
need
people
to
come
even
hang out
design
in
the
Hartford
next
with us.
one. Yeah.
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 Yeah, we could use a shirt designer.
I know a good one. We can talk after the end. So where, like, you guys have been playing, you said, since 2013. Where is, and I may know the answer to this question because I know a place that you go to all the time and frequent, but, like, what is your favorite place? Is there, like, a one spot that you just can't wait to go to? Like, this is home base?
All right,
Being a Hartford local
on the
band.
count of 3.
On the, 1, 2, 3. Earl's
Jer's
mom's
basement.
house. much love to Miss Henderson. Honestly, we can claim it's pretty much your house. It's 2 blocks down from where Earl lives.
Yeah, I live right next
If
to
you-
the
So not even at a bar or anything, like,
No,
just playing in the
No,
house?
Republic's the spot.
It's
Yeah.
the spot,
Yeah.
and but yeah, it just happens to coincide like many things right next to where Earl lives. So I mean, he lucked out there. But yeah, no, the Republic of the Linden's been a true home to us for however long,
couple
2
years
years,
now.
yeah, 2 years or so.
And they're great. We've been doing our trivia games on Mondays there with
That's right.
Brett as the host, and things have been awesome down. It's
I
like
mean-
a cool little cave down in Hartford.
The first
Yeah.
time you walk in there, you're like, where did I just get transported to? And
Yeah.
the fact that they've managed to continually have us back, and we've had other bands show up, and they're definitely a big staple of Hartford now. But when they first got built down there, it was a little. We were curious how it would turn out, and got it to work.
It's a nice community bar for that area, just something that's not like it's definitely not a dive, but you can go in and just have a great drink.
It's got a great feel to it.
Where everyone knows your name, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
And we're always bringing in other local bands. It's the first Thursday thing has sort of become that.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the impetus for the Heartbeat Music Festival in Riverfront. Talked to us about starting that. So,
Which I definitely want to talk more about that, the Heartbeat Music Fest at the end of the show, because that's we were talking before we
How
came
long
on
is
the
the
air.
show? I feel like you might have gotten in over your head by bringing us in.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, no, we're in the world of podcasting. We can go for as long as we want, please.
Everybody got a free 4 hours.
Oh, is that why there's a
Yeah.
toilet
I
I
right
just
over
got some
here?
more office time to do later today. Send some emails out, but please, I'd rather do this. We'll play a song and then, just keep talking. That's perfectly great.
Cool.
And
Cool.
You're going to play a couple acoustic tracks for us today.
Yeah.
What are we starting with?
The first song we'll play for you, I guess, is "Better," which is the song, the first song on our album that we just recorded last year. That Earl wrote this song, it's if you listen to the album, you can go on Spotify, YouTube, all the forums that stream music and whatnot. But if you listen to the album, this one starts us off with a lot of crowd vocals, gang vocals in the beginning. Has a nice, upbeat, vibe to just shout along with, and it kind of. I think that's why we put it first, because it has that attractive.
Oh, I love it. We've been playing at the end of our show as one of the tracks. It's just that big opening. It's a nice.
Yes. So we're gonna try our best to sound like 50 people. But no promises.
WPLR, the home local band show.
Look at
Yeah,
that. No, this is Nerd, a New England
sure.
rock discovery
So
right
now-
here on
now we
BarRated
got this.
Radio. So here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy
He
and
wasn't
Earl.
even letting me get that.
No.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. Professors of Sweet, Sweet Music, Jeremy and Earl Acoustic for you. Here's Better for you.
Just so you guys at home know who plays guitar, it's Capo 4, okay? And I have
Capo 4.
to say that, or else I'll forget.
If anybody makes a
I'll
mistake,
play in completely different keys. So.
it happens all the time. It depends on when in the show it happens.
All right.
Something that stays, I'm not just sick for today. This feeling lately, it's time to play. I want better. What I
Wow.
You like that
Right.
note when I came a little?
Wow.
That one?
Wow.
Fancy.
That's
That was
That
fancy.
was really, really good, guys.
It's the most people have ever clapped for us.
Come on.
You guys are too kind.
I think that's going to change Friday
That
night.
was awesome. There's nothing better than, well, that song. I mean, that's great. But just, this is cool. I've got a band that I don't like going out. All right. If I'm not hosting or anything, I like to stay home. So I've literally got a band that came to my house and can play for us. We got to get some beers in here at some point.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're on the right track.
Yeah, whatever.
All right,
That
I'll
was
save it
awesome.
one.
How long does it take you to write a song like that?
Well, Earl, let's hear it.
Yeah, so I think it varies.
I think for Earl, just he gets off the toilet once in a while and he has a song written.
Every
He
once in a while I do
seems to
that.
pump them out like our hotcakes, man.
So the story behind this song is, it depends on how long you want to
You
start.
had a
So
girlfriend?
From the
that-
short story of it,
So
yeah.
the short story is that we were learning a Mumford & Sons song, and
Okay.
I woke up with the idea for this sort of tune in my head. It was just I just woke up with this general idea of the sound in my head, and so I asked my wife, I'm like, I need an hour. Can you just give me an hour? So she took the kid, and they were hanging out and playing, and I found the sound that I was hearing in my head on the guitar, and then everything sort of fell into place pretty fast. I would say this song came together in probably an hour and a half.
Wow. So you're saying though that it kind of came from a Mumford & Sons song kind of feel you're
Vibe,
going.
right? So that vibe, you could feel it.
Would you
So,
say that like they're one of your guys' influences?
Oh,
Are there
yeah.
other artists that are out there that you kind of draw from to get your style? That maybe bands you were covering a lot, and that's where.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Asking for a friend. I'm not in a band. So, you know.
You know, we get more and more. Actually, I've been getting inspired by local artists as well, which was one thing that I never even took into account. I was thinking, you know, initially it was big bands you'd hear on the radio, Mumford & Sons. We had a big Jack Johnson phase, you know, and we would you know, reggae, Bob Marley, like classic stuff, but we would do it in our own ways because we were all learning the instruments and we were all learning how to be a band at the same time, but coming from different backgrounds. And these weird overlaps would happen. But yeah, more so now, I would say lots of influence in my songwriting in particular has come from local bands that I've met over the past few years and hearing how they've manipulated their own sound in ways that I was just, because you see them firsthand and you hear them play right in front of you and it's amazing.
Do you think that could kind of continue building? I've never thought of that mindset, and like I'm happy to hear this because I kind of think of the Connecticut music scene at this point.
Oh,
just
man.
being kind of Brett's just lots of beers in.
Oh man.
You guys like IPAs?
The Connecticut music scene is kind of weird. I mean, when I was on the radio, it was more easy to find everything, and you're kind of having the radio stations backing it. Now it's more with social media. But is by you getting influenced by people around you, is Connecticut itself kind of have sort of like there's the New England IPA, which is kind of came out of this area. Is there a sound of Connecticut that you're hearing regionally with where you're touring? And
That is a really good question.
Yeah.
There's
Full of
so
them.
much
I've never
to
heard anyone ask that. Actually, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think Jer gave a really good answer to that. I think we initially sounded a lot like Jack Johnson, Mumford & Sons, Lumineers type thing, and we have morphed probably within the last 6 to 8 months to have a little bit more of rock influence. We've been listening to Black Keys more. There's been bringing that into the mix and jamming a little bit, extending some of the songs and jamming. We got some synth in the mix.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Now, so yeah, you'll hear
A little
that
bit more
on Saturday. It's a
entertaining,
little different from the album.
we got a guy that works for us that plays the keytar. If
Yeah,
you ever
yeah.
need that.
Yeah.
Why not?
He wears a horse mask and plays the keytar. He's great.
Everything about that.
I think I know that guy. Is he my uncle? I don't know.
Is your uncle named Dave?
There's everyone.
That guy sounds like he
That
makes
horse
some
mask
good
uncle.
decisions.
He sort of looks like that guy. Did
Shout
you
out
see
to
Despicable
Dave.
Me 3? The guy with the keytar? Like, they almost modeled it after Dave
So
himself.
he's
This is all
famous.
said to love, Dave.
Oh, his name is Dave Lovelace, so he gets it.
Oh my god.
We love him.
Yeah, so I would say that real quickly, the Connecticut music scene sound, a lot over the last couple of years, there's been sort of a lot of funk, jam bandy stuff that was coming through Art Street Tavern, a lot of the West End blends.
Yeah, Booyah.
Yeah, right, so a lot of that stuff. One Time Weekend kind of sprouted up out of nowhere and has been doing a lot of really awesome
They're
jam
awesome,
band
man.
stuff.
Lots of good
Hot
stuff.
Among the Acres is doing a little bit more folky stuff. Greenhouse
Yep.
is doing a little bit of merging of rock and reggae,
Yeah.
which is sort of how we started. I think we shared a lot of similarities
Yeah.
with Greenhouse at the beginning, and now we're moving sort of more into the rock.
That's what I
area.
mean too. I think what was captivating about the sounds that
Take
we
that,
were
Greenhouse.
emulating at first was the vibe of the band. So, for instance, like soft rock and reggae was really similar to our personal vibes, you know, because we didn't take ourselves too seriously. We were all pretty fresh.
You said it all started as a joke.
Yeah,
Professors
yeah,
of sweet
exactly.
music. Yeah.
And so, I mean, you're not. I feel like you're not going to have that mentality and go starting off strong with like really bold, you know, bands like, you know, Metallica and Shred, and you're like, but we don't care, you know, at the same time. But maybe you can. But for us, I think it was more similar of our style of life and whatnot. And then now the sound is changing a little bit.
Well, that's what a band is. It's 4 or 5 people getting into a room and taking all your own
Mm-hmm.
kind of feelings and personalities and turning it into one sound.
Right.
And that's what you guys have done. And I can't wait to hear some more songs. Just before we play the next one, which is going to be my favorite, the one we'll be playing on the
Appreciate
show.
that. Yeah.
How exactly did you get involved with Guy Newman in the Hartford Ripoff? Because this is now your second time that you're playing with him?
No, this is probably our fourth time maybe.
Yeah. At least,
Because remember, it was back at the Fish and Game Club.
In Bloomfield.
Yeah, we didn't
yeah.
start there. We
Yeah.
started once it
Yeah.
got the 8th annual was the first one that you guys were at the airport.
So
Yeah.
our buddy and band member Tony Kuz has been in Indonesia for the last sort of 8 months surfing and freediving
Yeah.
with
Good
us.
for him.
Tony and I are
Yeah.
surfers, and he's living the dream, and I'm mentally flipping him off right now. But, so he was a buddy of Guy's for a long time.
Yeah.
And so when Guy started this, I think Tony went with a few buddies because we couldn't make it initially, and then the next year the whole band went when it was at the Fish and Game Club, and then I think we've sort of grown with Guy. Like our band sort of started, and his thing sort of started, and then the Ripoff kept getting bigger, and then we sort of kept getting a little bigger, and so he kept bringing us along, and so we've been along the whole time. He keeps bringing us back, and we really appreciate it. And Guy Newman's doing a lot of really good things for the community, and who doesn't like awesome barbecue and drink beer, and who wouldn't want to be a part of that?
Oh
event?
yeah,
So,
and it's amazing what we were saying before. With the ticket prices, it's $20 to go to the beer. $20 to go to a beer fest. It's like $60 to go to any other beer fest to begin with.
Yeah.
And it's drink and eat. There's going to be food there too. And then Saturday, and live music from Professors of Sweet Music. We're going to be doing trivia games. We have prizes to give away. And then $50 for Saturday. It's in the fact that they're taking no money. He's still like putting his own money into this, and they have like what 7 charities they're donating to because there's just so much money that comes through it. It's amazing, and the evolving, or the how it's evolved from where it started, just in the backyard, to the Fishing Game Club, to the Brainerd Airport, to now at Riverside Park. Like, I don't know if it's going to be at Riverside Park next year, or is it going to be bigger from there? Who knows?
right, Madison Square Garden, I think.
Well, that would be tough for it to be the Hartford Ripoff.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, maybe we'll start at the XL
Fair
Center.
point.
New York
He
Ripoff.
always tells me, say it in your head first.
Edit that one out. Well, no, it's great to go here. We still got plenty of time left. Let's take a quick break, though. We got to get some beers. We'll wet our whistle, and actually, we're going to jump to Brett Berry. We have a sports report on this
Only for
podcast
21
too.
high
That's
school
amazing.
students.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're not drinking with us.
We are all
You're
responsible
only
adults
21.
here,
Yes,
and
Be smart drinkers.
So listen, so I totally hear you. You know, my wife and I curl up and watch Shameless on the couch. Like, that's our deal. I'd rather do that than go up. But Friday night, you got to get off your butts. You got to, $20 is nothing for all of this, everything that's going to happen. You got to come out and support the community. Come and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And if you don't got $20, but you have an email address, you could send us an email to BarRatedRadio@gmail.
You can still
actually,
win tickets. We have pair passes left.
Wait, where's your microphone? Hold on, what's that?
You turned me down.
Well, this is for our live people right now.
Right.
We have tickets available
we
on
still have one pair of passes to the kickoff party.
episode 89.
Yes, so if you listen to episode 89 that's up live now, and you email us by Thursday, we will have tickets. We'll be your will call on Friday if you are our winner. Then you come hang out with us, hang out with these guys, and we'll have a great time.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
Joe. So, perfect. So, let's take a break. Let's have some responsible adult beverages. We're going to listen to
Sounds good.
Brett Berry with the sports report.
Oh.
And we're going to come back, and we still have 2 more songs
Whoa.
from the Professors of
Yeah.
Sweet
Thank
Music.
you. Yeah.
So, this is BarRated Radio's podcast number 90 right here on Simple, wherever the hell we are. It's wherever you're, BarRated Radio, BarRated Podcast, Clovercrest Media Group. We're all these things
We're all
right
the
now.
things.
Professors of Sweet Music. Here's your
Cheers.
sports report. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Last
Wow.
night the Warriors had a huge win. Let's hear about it.
Game 7 tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Let's
Bruins.
go Toronto.
Are we
Go
leaving
Bruins.
the lives going?
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna jump. We'll take a quick get right back into it. If you guys use the
Break,
bathroom
break.
or
Yeah,
want to get some
yeah,
fresh,
break,
okay.
break.
And what do we
Right.
got for beer here? This
Take whatever. There's some
great.
Kolsch's.
Fox
that-
Farm
oh, that's-
Brewery.
you got
Hell
it.
yeah.
I got a bunch of others.
Revolution IPA. That's an IPA.
I'm gonna go
that's a
non-IPA.
little heaven session.
I got time for one, then I gotta go.
That's what they all say.
Well, I was gonna leave a half an hour ago, but I wasn't passing up the opportunity to see you guys. So.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you leave this basement after one. It doesn't have that sort of feel.
Take these out of the way. Yeah, no, this is awesome.
2 roads, 1 was
Maybe it's good I don't have a podcast. I would be down here all the time.
you begin to dread it after a while.
Oh, man. Yeah, you start hearing voices.
All right,
Just
where
my
can I run
voice.
to take a piss?
Right here.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
You guys sounded great in that first song.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
That was
The
great.
harmonies are really tight.
I'm excited about Friday.
Well-
I can't wait to see you guys.
Yeah, one thing I
Now,
forgot to mention
now I know how
is
Stern
cut
is. Like
Earl's
when
shit
he has a
right
band
when
in there,
you
there's
start.
that
Just
pause.
Yeah,
Like,
just chop
And
it
now I
off.
know where I'm going Saturday night, Arch Tree Tavern.
yeah.
Cheers. Nice to meet you guys, by the way.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us on.
No,
man.
Jeremy,
Appreciate
thank you.
it.
It's-
You guys
it's-
are awesome, Jill. Good to
I
see
want you in here all the time.
Hey.
Thanks.
So, how far away is Avon from here? I don't know.
22 minutes.
20 minutes?
Well, I mean, if you're coming from here, it's just the way that you go through. But you would literally take the Route 4 exit off of 84.
Yeah, okay.
You take Route 4, go up into Avon, or what is that, Farmington right there, and then, I mean, you follow your GPS, but you
that's
cut
right.
over
Right.
to
Yeah.
44.
Our drummer works in Avon. I'm thinking, he works at the
It's super easy to get
music and arts out there, right?
Th-
That works out in Avon?
This house is like super convenient to get to. Like,
Yeah.
this place is going to be a little further out there, but once you get there, it's just,
Yeah.
it's this awesome little, it's called Riverdale Farms. It was a milk farm, dairy farm. And it's all these
That's
awesome,
awesome.
just barns, and we're right above Avon Plumbing and Heating. Their showroom, they close at 5. That place is empty by 6, and then they basically said to us that after 6 o'clock, we could do whatever the fuck we wanted to do.
Right, so
So we're gonna
one of
set
our
up.
hosts is in a metal band, so we're like gonna have his
Yeah.
band come and just
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dead by. Actually, you've been right. Remember Gargantua Soul? We were around here for a while. They were like late '90s, early 2000s, but like they're right there on the cusp of getting signed. If the lead singer wasn't so psychotic, like.
That's
Okay.
usually
Still
what happens
live,
with
by
the
the
best
way.
hands.
Yeah, that was the.
right.
Yeah, it's fine. Chris Keys, I love you. He's not watching this.
Yo.
But no, I mean that being said, it was. Yeah, I guess we. Oh, Sarah's watching right now. Hi, Sarah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was. They were almost there. So Opus is in our band, and he's been doing great with his band, Dead by Wednesday. Actually, this phone is about to die. Bye. Go on BarRated page.